Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decision for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this standalone, it's a prefab gazebo made out of aluminum, I believe. And let's look at the overall dimensions real quickly. So overall dimensions I have here at essentially it's supposed to be 8 foot to this height here. I'm off a few inches here, and then a height of about 10 foot up here. 12 by 12 is the overall dimensions of the outside edges. I do have a little bit of overhang over here. I'm not quite sure if that's the 12 spot from here to here, or is it 12 down here to here. But in any case, it's not that big of an issue, because you'll see here that we can cover this with 2 units very adequately, I think. So let's go ahead and turn that dimension off here. And they did mention that there's going to be a fireplace or a fire table. Fire tables don't give off a whole lot of heat, so I'm not really looking at that as being a heat source. Now, they are ambiently pleasing, so I don't put them down, but just that the fact that they don't put out a lot of heat. So just bear that in mind. Now, my number one preference would be to take a couple of SlimLine units. Now, they had asked about the CD series 6,000 watt units. Now, I'm going to place a SlimLine unit here, and the reason why is because of the height overall and the space that we're heating. I don't really think you need a 6,000 watt unit unless you're going to use a control system. So control systems allow you to dim the units from 1% on to 100% on. And a duplex switch will only allow you to go from 50% on to 100% on or off. So I think you'll need a little bit more than 3,000 watt on each side, and you'll need a little less than 6,000 watt on each side. So unless you're using a dimming system, the duplex switch would not be my preferred application here. So that's why I'm choosing the SlimLine series 4,000 watt. And also I should mention that the SlimLine series kind of mimics the appearance of this prefab gazebo here, so I kind of prefer that as well a little bit better. And let's go ahead and look at the oh, I should also mention, because this is all aluminum, it's considered non-combustible, so our clearances aren't that big of an issue. You could actually mount the unit on this side and angle the heat a little bit more, or you could place it kind of what I'm doing here. And I'm just matching the angle of the slope that I have here. Now, the slope is going to be different than what I'm showing here, but the difference might be 1 or 2 degrees, not that drastic. So should not be a big issue. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. Footprint of heat, you can see, it's got very good coverage of the overall space. This is the warmest spot right underneath the heater, as well as, you know, on this side as well. We have good crossover, but with the table here, you don't need that much heat in the middle because you're not occupying that space. However, you may wish to change this angle and point it a little bit further straight down. And that's not a problem at all with the 4,000 watt unit. So just something to think about there. You can also see that our coverage from left to right here is fairly decent. They did mention that they're going to have 2 twin sofa here, as well as a couple of chairs on the corner. So I'm assuming this is going to be kind of what it's going to look like. So, all right. I'm going to come back to this in just a minute, but I just also want to show you the CD series. So the CD series, this is the 6,000 watt unit. Again, I placed them in the same location with the same design as far as the angle of the slope is just mimicking the slope of the ceiling. And let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat here. And here you can see that this is really designed for a little bit higher of an application. So 6,000 watts, this is going to be way too hot. And also 3,000 watts probably will be too cool. Now you can see that the footprint of heat is designed for wider than what you're really getting right here. And that's only because it's a hotter unit designed for more intense heat further away from the heater. So that's kind of why I have the footprint like this. Now you will feel it right here, but it will be very intense. So again, that's why I don't choose that as much unless you're using a control system. So let's go ahead and turn that off, and look back at one other question they had, and I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to answer this efficiently, but so they did mention the possibility of maybe placing a chain. Let's see here. So this is just going to be an example of maybe how you can take a chain and attach it to the bracket itself. So this is the the SlimLine series, and taking a chain, mounting that chain onto the ceiling somehow, and then making sure you have the angle that you're looking for. You'd have to do something like this. Now, I'm not an engineer. I can't tell you how much weight it will take or what the distance of this chain is going to actually be in order to get the slope that you're looking for. But you could, somehow utilize the punch out here in the bracket, and then drill another hole over here to attach your chain this way to somehow get that angle you're looking for. Now, it'll probably lean towards the right side, and you'll have to adjust that somehow in order to accomplish that. Now, if you look at what I have right here, what I would kind of recommend. So this heater is going to be about 18 pounds, and there's 2 brackets. You can slide these brackets along this channel right here. You can see right here, this channel kind of goes through throughout the whole span here, and so you can slide this bracket to the left and right so that you can meet maybe the framing of the structure, or maybe just do what I do here. I take a couple of rivets, pop it through, maybe place a gasket material here and here, or some type of sealant so that there's no rain going through. But that might be something that would work for you in your application. I'm not quite sure on how much weight this aluminum can handle, but 18 pounds is not very much, and you're dividing it by 2 because you got obviously 2 brackets, and then obviously there's one. I have 2 rivets on each bracket here, so that might work out for you. So I hope that's what you're looking for, and thank you very much for watching. And if there's something that you're looking for your outdoor heating application, and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. And would you kindly hit that like button? We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote us in any way unless we receive thumbs up from our viewers like you, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you. Have an excellent day.